welcome to Photosynthesize with your host, Ariana, me. Today we will have two special guests informing us about our topics for today, light-dependent photosynthesis and the Calvin cycle. We'll get back to you with those guests right after this short break. Buy a plant lamp today. Light is an important part of photosynthesis and the reactions that it produces. It keeps your plants alive. The plants are light dependent, so they need a light lamp. They change the carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. So, buy a plant lamp today. Welcome back to Photosynthesize. I'm here today with our expert on the 4 steps of light-dependent photosynthesis, Dr. Leaf. Welcome, Dr. Leaf.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
It's a pleasure. No problem, Dr. Leaf. What are the 4 steps of photosynthesis? Can you explain them?
Well, Ariana, step 1 goes through photosystem 2. Ironically enough, the first step is photosystem 2, not photosystem 1. This is because it's discovered after photosystem 1. However, the actual process, photosystem 2, occurs first. In photosystem 2, light absorbed by chlorophyll and energizes electrons.
Fascinating. Can you tell me more?
Next, it goes to the electron transport chain. Here, the electrons are moved from photosystem 2 to photosystem 1. Once in photosystem 1, pigments add energy from light to electrons, and high-energy electrons are picked up. Finally, it moves to ATP synthase, and H+ ions pass through it, rotating like a water turbine in a power plant. Here, ADP is turned to ATP. Oh, it shut off.
Thank you for appearing on our show, Dr. Lee. Now excuse the brief interruption. Moo. And we're back from our quick commercial break. Next up, ATP takes the stage.
My name is ATP. I am an energy. ADP. Then water divides. Next thing you know, here comes me. Next comes the Calvin cycle. Learning it's as easy as riding a motorcycle. First fixation, then reduction. Last but not least, here comes regeneration. Word. Buy your Calvin cycle or washing machine today.
40 minutes later.
All clean.
To finish off our wonderful show, I present to you Dr. Olga Klein.
Thank you for having me on your show. You were right. I am what you call an expert on Calvin Klein.
No, Olga, not Calvin Klein. The Calvin cycle, in like plants.
Well, fortunately for you, I'm an expert on that. So there are 3 major processes in the Calvin cycle. The first is carbon fixation, where carbon is fixed by the enzyme rubisco and 3CO2 enters the cycle. Energy ATP is used during this reaction and ADP is released.
Fascinating.
Next is reduction. I prefer balsamic reduction, but I guess this is okay too. This is the part that makes 1/2 of glucose. Why would you just make 1/2? Like after it makes the glucose, it has to regenerate, just like me when I get my beauty sleep. This allows the process to start all over again. Now, can I talk about Calvin Klein?
Sorry, but no. Fortunately, we are out of time. Thank you all for watching this informational episode of Photosynthesize. The reactions that starting. Oops.
By your Calvin cycle,
It's very in-depthly. I don't remember what else was to say next.
This is not okay. Energy, ADP, then water.
You want to practice because
no.